We're talking now about a very specific issue. We're talking about perfectionism and the perks of it. We have here Sophia Korte, and she's going to tell you more about this issue.
Hello everybody, my name is Sophia Korte and I'm very happy to be here. Before I start, I would like to ask you a question. Have you ever tried to do everything perfect? Actually, have you ever tried to do everything perfect, but things just got worse for you? If the answer is yes, then you might be just like me, and you might relate to the story I'm going to talk about. A story about this thing that made my life get worse in some ways. A story about perfectionism. Well, when I was younger, I loved to go to school. My life was great. Then I did really well on an exam, and I was all proud of myself. After this incident, my life changed completely. I started studying more and more to achieve the high scores in all of the exams. However, that turned out to be something unhealthy, as I began to be really perfectionist, and I got anxious about every activity, exam, or project I had to do at school. And if the project or assignment had a little mistake, I would remember this mistake for weeks and weeks, and I got really sad about it. That was when I realized I had to change. I had to stop being so perfectionist. Well, I started this year with this goal in mind. Every time I was writing a paper or doing a project and started to criticize it or say that it was terrible, I stopped and said to myself that it was great. A good tip is that you should be your best friend. Sometimes when your friend asks, "How do I look?" the first thing you say to make your friend happy is, "You look wonderful." Sometimes that may be a lie, sometimes not, but the point is that you want to make your friend happy. This is a good thing to do with yourself. Compliment yourself, your work, or whatever you're doing, because words have power. There is an experiment of a man called Dr. Emoto, in which you put a little bit of rice in 3 glass bowls and cover them with water. Then you curse the rice in one of the bowls, you compliment the other, and you ignore the grain in the last bowl. Within a month, you notice that the grain you cursed and ignored is black and all dead, and the grain you complimented is alive and not black at all. This proves that words have power, that if you criticize yourself too much, you feel tired, anxious, and sad. I also finished wishing to be perfect because perfection is a goal impossible to reach. Nobody's perfect. Now instead, I aim for progress. When I'm doing a project, for example, and I do something wrong, that's not anymore the end of the world for me. That's actually a good thing, because then I'll learn from my mistake and I won't make the same mistake again. This way, I'll be able to grow, I'll be able to progress. As I said before, nobody's perfect, but we can do our best, we can aim to be better. That's what I did. Well, I used to suffer a lot because I was too perfectionist, but things just got worse for me. And my life was terrible. I couldn't accept a mistake, I was getting tired and anxious. Fortunately, I noticed that I could not be so perfectionist, so I did 3 things. I became my best friend, I stopped to criticize everything I did because words do have power, and I started to aim for progress. Now I feel so much better. I don't need to worry to do everything perfect. I just need to do my best. And really what everybody should keep in mind is that if you're doing your best, you're already doing perfect. That's it. Thank you very much for your attention.